I'm kicking myself for waiting to do this hike for so long because it's now one of my favorites. It's simply a gorgeous hike that starts off at a high elevation, which lets you take advantage of the high country without having to hike thousands of feet of elevation gain just to get there. But this is a hike that needs to be respected. It's an out and back trail which drops down to the lake, which means when it's time to hike back to the trailhead, you got to do some climbing to do so. To get to the trailhead, be careful with Google Maps, which may try to take you over Elwood Pass. Instead, head over Wolf Creek Pass and take a right on a Park Creek Road, whereas Google initially calls it Demijohn Road. Eventually it turns into Forest Service Road 380. At almost 14 miles in, you'll hit a Y in the road, stay right on 380, otherwise you'll end up at Summitville. From here, the trailhead is another 4 miles down the road. Overall, it's about 1.5 to 2 hour drive to get to this one. The trailhead starts off at 11,620 feet. You climb a little over 500 feet in the first mile, where you join up with the Continental Divide trail above treeline. From here, you get views of Summit Peak, the highest peak in the South San Juans, and also Montezuma Peak and Long Trek Mountain, both of which surround Crater Lake. You'll soon pass over the high point of the trail at around 12,161 feet. It's about here where you get some of the most incredible views on the entire trail, hiking along high alpine meadows. At 1.5 miles in, you cross over into the South San Juan Wilderness and begin your descent into the Crater Creek watershed. And it's a big drop of about 1,250 feet, and this is what you'll climb up on your way out. You enter back into the trees with views of the East Fork Valley off into the distance, along with numerous patches of wildflowers if you're hiking in July. At about 3.6 miles in, the trail splits. Both go to the lake. The right fork is more established, but I took the left fork, which has a short but steep drop down to the lake. And once you arrive, the views are absolutely magnificent. This truly is a gorgeous lake. Now with any mountain lake, you gotta jump in. But what makes this one special, I think, is the fly fishing for native cutthroat trout. I brought my Tenkara rod, which I like to take on these hiking trips because it's so light. I was able to grab 4 cutthroats near the inlet in such a short amount of time. Such a beautiful fish. Overall, this hike is almost 8 miles out and back with about 2,000 feet of elevation gain, so it's definitely not a beginner hike. And as always, make sure you check on the chances of thunderstorms before you start, because you do spend a large chunk of your time above treeline. All right, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this guide, be sure to check out the rest of our channel for more hikes and other fun things to do here in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. Cheers.